one. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages on YouTube. My name is Kenny Brown, and welcome to my channel. Today, I am going to start my official podcast for wrestling and wrestling-related content. Why? Because I have something to say, and you know what? I feel like I belong in the podcast era. We're going to try to do this thing once a week. So welcome officially to Kenny Brown Productions of What the Heck Just Happened at Wrestlemania. So, we're going to start off with night one. Let's start with night one, shall we? Let's just get to the thick of it and start with night one before we go into night two, because night two made me feel some type of way. I don't know how you guys felt at home, but sometimes I am feeling some type of way. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope that you guys are feeling it too. So night one was incredible, okay? I thought night one of WrestleMania was not that bad, okay? I didn't think night one was that bad. I'm pulling up the card right now. I really want to know everybody's opinions of night one of WrestleMania, and let me know what you guys thought, okay? So the biggest thing that came out of night one was Paul Heyman turning on not only Roman Reigns, but also CM Punk. And that is literally just because of Seth Rollins, all right? It's been a lot of stuff going down. And honestly, Seth Rollins, I think he's actually incredible. But I did see Paul Heyman turning on CM Punk, but I didn't think that he's going to turn on Roman as well. So that was the biggest thing that comes out of night one. And we're going to get into the thick of it. I love how Paul freaking got in there and just twisted it around and all that stuff. It was great. All right. Now, not only on night one did that happen, but we also had Tiffany Stratton beating Charlotte Flair. I'm sorry, y'all. This was the sleeper match of night one. They did not have a lot of chemistry. This match was bad. Was it worse than Jimmy and Jey Uso of last year? No. However, this was bad. Speaking of Jimmy and Jey Uso, congratulations to Jey Uso for winning the World Heavyweight Championship against Gunther. I think that was the right call, because if Jey Uso had went on to lose at WrestleMania, everything that they would have done for the last 6 months, for the last year of the Yeet Nation, would have been pointless. Jey Uso, in my opinion, is a phenomenal talent, is a phenomenal wrestler, and is a phenomenal superstar. Gunther, that mother sucker's old school. He don't play no games. But every single time that him and Gunther have met beforehand, it was a chop. So I'm very happy that Jay got his, comeuppance? Whatever that word is, and that he won, because I believe that was the right decision to make. Then we had El Grande Americano defeating Rey Fenix. I honestly believe that he was going to defeat Rey Mysterio regardless. I think that it was too early to to reveal this character and make him lose at WrestleMania. Now, you can hit me back saying, well, Kenny, it's Rey Fenix's first WrestleMania too. Like, what the heck? Yeah, but Rey Fenix doesn't really need it. Rey Fenix is already a made superstar. We literally have Chad Gable in a mother-sucking mask, so he needed literally to create another superstar to start winning matches, which is insane to me. However, Chad Gable beats Rey Fenix at WrestleMania. Super good, clever. I liked the match. There wasn't a chance where I didn't like the match, all right? I liked the match. Speaking of another match that I enjoyed, Jacob Fatu defeats LA Knight for the WWE United States Championship. Okay, LA Knight did that reversal from the moonsault into the BFE. I thought that was dope. I was like, listen here, sucker. Y'all practice that, and if you didn't practice that, I need to know how to do it, and I need to do it in WWE 2K. That's what I need, okay? That is what I need. And another match that I was like sleeping on that I truly didn't need was the New Day versus War Raiders. I really was hoping that they would have made this a Vikings rules match. This needed something. I don't know why the WWE didn't take the ladder match that is literally happening this Friday night on SmackDown and pit it on this WrestleMania, because I guarantee you on all the black skin that I have that match would have cooked during WrestleMania. So I don't know what y'all were thinking not pitting that on the card. Speaking of not pitting on the card, Charlotte Flair, we would have talked about that, but hey, it is what it is. Now, we're going to move to night two, because night two just happened. We love the fact that we just went through night one, quick and easy and nimble as it needs to be. Simple and sweet, all right? But let us move to night two. Night two was absolutely, I'm not going to lie to you, I will say this though. I will stand 10 toes down, 10 fingers down, all of these limbs down. I will literally say this until I'm blue in the face. The women in the WWE are better wrestlers than the men. I said it and I'll say it again. The women in the WWE are better wrestlers than the men. If you need an example, the number one match on both cards, in my opinion, and you can argue the IC title match. You could argue that, okay? I'll give you that update, okay? I would give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you need an example, go and rewatch Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, and Io Sky. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. This match was absolutely phenomenal. Right out the gate high. I was like, try to beat that. I felt so bad for Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre, who had to follow that damn matchup. Because when I tell you Io Sky, Bianca Belair, and Rhea Ripley went out there and they disgustingly ate Wrestlemania up, I kid you the hell not. That was a phenomenal match. I love the ending sequence when the KOD happens, they get him into the pin, the moonsault coming off, laying it down. Empress, I love you so much. I am very happy that Io Sky won at WrestleMania. Now, let's get into Drew and Damian. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Drew and Damian. Y'all, I thought the match was not gonna be good. I walked into this match thinking this match is not going to be good, y'all. This match is not going to be good. This match is going to suck. I'm going to hate everything about it. And it actually was good. You exceeded my expectations. And honestly, I thought the match was great. I really liked the spot where I was about to say Undertaker, where Damian Priest is doing old school and Drew pushes him off through the two tables. Like, I had to do it. I had to get it done. After that, you got Penta versus Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. And this, again, is a 10. This was another 10 for me. Dominic Mysterio is your new undisputed Intercontinental Champion, and I absolutely loved every single thing about this match. From the 15-foot spear of Braun Breaker going from one table to another and hitting Carlito out of the goddamn air. It was marvelous. It was great through the table. It was great seeing Finn and Dom combine and combust and say to the Judgment Day. Because one thing that I want out of this match is not only Dominic Mysterio as your new IC champion, but also Finn Balor to get the hell away from the Judgment Day. Why? Because I miss the old Finn, the brave Finn, the Prince Finn. I need Prince Balor back. And the only way to get Prince Finn Balor back is to get him the hell out of the Judgment Day. And I think that this match does that. Now, let me let you guys in. I didn't do a prediction thing. My bad. But my group chat on my phone, this blickety thing right here will attest to you that not only did I tell every prediction correctly, I also told how the ending was going to happen for the majority of the matches. For night one, I called Tiffany versus Charlotte. This is going to happen. Roman, that triple threat, Roman's going to get pinned by Seth. I didn't see the backstabbing coming, but I knew Roman was going to get pinned. I knew Cody was going to lose. I knew Finn was going to get pinned here. People who know me outside of YouTube, who I talk to on a regular would let y'all suckers know that I called it pretty much down to a T. All of the extra stuff was just fluff, and it was great. But however, back to the subject at hand, the Intercontinental Championship is now in the arms of a brand new individual, Dominic Mysterio. And one thing that I thought was really, really cool, y'all, for like the last 3 years, we've been booing the shit out of Dominic Mysterio. And now we get to cheer him. Did y'all hear all of the love that Dominic Mysterio had tonight? He deserves it, y'all. He deserves it. Another person that deserves it is say his name, and he appears, Mr. freaking Joe Hendry. And I know my boy Simply AM was pissed. I know Aaron Thompson was motherfucking pissed because he do not like Joe Hendry. Hendry. But when I tell y'all, I did not expect Joe Hendry to be at Wrestlemania. Joe Hendry is not only the TNA star to make it to the main roster, who is contractually obligated to be on TNA, but he's also a TNA star with the belt that made it to Wrestlemania and the main roster. I thought it was just gonna be an NXT thing, baby. Yo, Joe Hendry, voila, you came in, you came out, you showed out. I legitimately thought it was going to be rather Rusev or Matt Cardona, because we have Aleister Black allegedly debuting this upcoming Friday at SmackDown. So we're going to see about that. But Randy Orton with the whole say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. That shit was so funny. I love Randy Orton. We got a whole bunch of freaking RKOs. It was great. Next match we have coming up was AJ Styles versus Logan Paul, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. This was a match, man. I knew walking into this that Logan was going to win, just because AJ doesn't benefit winning or losing, right? I don't think that AJ needed this win. So walking into this, I knew that Logan was going to win. The match was a good match. There wasn't a lot of super big high spots. Logan had a drone. AJ Styles ended up doing a 450 into knees. Then we had two Styles clashes, one from Paul, one from Logan, and then Paul ends up getting him with his finisher and calls it a day. Then we had then we had the tag team championships on the women's side, Lyra Valkyria and the mystery partner versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Hear me out. Y'all listening? Hear me out, pimp. If I find out that Bayley is not legitimately injured, I'm gonna be pissed. I am going to be pissed. Why? As much as I love the fact that Becky Lynch is back, because I am a huge Becky Lynch stan, right? I love Becky. But to pull Bayley out just to put Becky in for no reason at all, I need an explanation behind this one, Paul. I really do, because that's crazy. I love Triple H, right? Paul Levesque is amazing. He's doing great. However, one thing I don't like about Paul right now is the booking of his women's division. He needs to be a little bit better. Take freaking notes from your boy HBK. He's your best friend. And he had more women on the card in all of NXT Stand and Deliver 2 days ago, and the women cooked. Once again, going back to my initial statement, the WWE in general has better women wrestling on the card. Now, side note, y'all, I also thought that the mystery partner was going to be AJ Lee. Call me stupid. I thought it was going to be AJ Lee until the spoiler rumor mill came around and said, nah, it's Becky. Can you imagine if that was AJ Lee? Like what? Don't get me wrong. Becky Lynch, great wrestler. However, like I said at the top of this rant, Bayley better be injured or something. Granted, look, BBL Bayley better be like, can y'all just imagine if y'all heard light it up, stop it at night, light it up. Okay, that's all I care about. All right, that's all I wanted to say. The man and Lyra 2 belts are now the new tag team women's champions. If there was no way Becky was going to lose. Her returning and coming down, there was no way. If it would have been AJ Lee, I was cool with them losing, especially if it was only for like a one night type of thing. But knowing that Becky is now back in full effect, it is what it is. Hey, let's get it. Now, Stone Cold Steve Austin, glass breaks. I thought something was happening. Stone Cold Steve Austin comes back, literally goes in a circle and crashes his freaking four-wheeler into a damn barricade. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. Look at this. He crashes right into that. knocking this lady down. Now, I think now this lady right here, I thought she was injured, y'all. I thought she was injured. But looking at this, she wasn't even near. She literally just it looked like she just got scared. The barrier didn't even move. So this lady, it looked like for a second that she was trying to go up in atoms about, hey, I want more money, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if she is legitimately hurt. Call me a jerk, call me an asshole. But from the footage, it don't look like you got hit, girl. You got the thick old barricade there for a reason, but Stone Cold crashed that shit right into the barricade. And I was like, man, my man hasn't even started drinking yet. This is crazy. Now, let's get some water because now it's time to talk. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. John Cena came out in all black. No colors on the Titantron, just his name. Cody Rhodes had some BMX dudes come out. Cool. Whatever, right? Entrance was cool. It had this fancy little skull Iron Man mask. Alicia Taylor looked beautiful, right? Samantha Irving, you're still missed. But Alicia Taylor, I think you're doing a great job. Okay. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. The last night's main event was better than this one. The women should have ended the show. I understand why they didn't, but that match was boring as hell. That was probably one of the worst main events of WrestleMania I have seen in a very long time. I was very much bored. Not only because of the build, but because of everything. The Rock was in Hawaii tonight. For people who are wondering where the frick The Rock was, he was in Hawaii, which is why he was not involved in WrestleMania. I don't know if he's filming Moana or whatever the situation is, but the build to this in general, ever since Elimination Chamber, The Rock and Travis Scott have not even been mentioned once on television. So it's as if like that shouldn't even have had happened. Like why? What was the point of that even happening? For John to go heel? Okay, cool. But the fact that y'all didn't even mention or do anything about it all the way up through that entire build, not even a mention, a video package, nothing. And then all of a sudden, Travis Scott comes down in the middle of this freaking match on this long ramp, takes his time. We are in the middle of this match that is already starting slow. No disrespect to John Cena, but he's getting older, which means he can't go as quickly as he could before, as well as Cody is a big dude. Cody is not going to sit there and bounce around like a luchador would for a bigger guy. Like, they're not going to be bouncy like my boy Javon Evans or know how to take big bounces or big hits from each other. Also, 5 AAs is kind of crazy. 5 AAs. 5 time. I'm going to be like Booker T at the Hall of Fame. 5 AAs. It's kind of nuts. 5 is crazy. I thought 3 Crossroads was overkill. 5 AAs is freaking crazy, my guy. There ain't no way in hell. What is this, AEW? We just kicking out of finishers now? 5. Y'all not going to sit there and tell me that's not overkill. Anyway. This match is slow and steady. Starts out slow and steady. It continues to be slower than molasses, even towards the middle. The middle happens where John has like second or third AA, and then Cody kicks out. There's a ref bump that happens in the corner, and all of a sudden, Travis Scott's music hits. He comes out slow and steady with his hardcore championship belt. And I'm sitting there like, okay, what the hell is going to happen here? And riddle me surprised when I say this. The main event was ass. I'm sorry for the language. This main event sucked. This boy came down the ring, got to distract, and I'm sitting there like, what are we doing here? We're in the middle of a main event. What are we doing here? Why are we storytelling this hard in the middle of a main event? Where's the wrestling? What is happening? What is going on? Where the hell is the blue and the clues, my dude? So he gets on the apron eventually, like, just talking to Cena, talking to John, distracting Cody. Inevitably, Cody hits a crossroads, and then he goes for the pin. First crossroads we've seen, by the way. I think Cody only hit one, maybe two. We see him hit a crossroads on Cena. He goes for the pin. 1, 2. Travis Scott pulls out the ref. Since when the hell was this a non-DQ match? And why was that not said at the very beginning of the match? Since when was the singles match no DQ? Or bloodline rules, or whatever you want to call it. Since when was that the stipulation? Let's be wrestlers. There's a referee for a reason. What the fuck is the point? What is the point? What the is the point for there even to be a referee if you're not gonna go by the rules? Like what was the point? So I'm sitting there like, where the heck is the disqualification? Where is the DQ? There is no DQ. Okay, so this is just like a non-DQ match, just out of thin air. Okay, great. Thanks for telling us. Thanks for telling everyone that's watching, the 124,000 whatever it was that was in attendance. And shout out to Triple H for making WrestleMania ticket prices $18,000, so only the richest of the rich can actually freaking go. AKA green t-shirt guy that come down the ramp was Wade Barrett. I'm not a hater, but I'm a hater. So Travis Scott pulls him out the ring, and he knocks out the ref. Cody's like, yo, what the heck? Cody gets him into the ring. Like, you ain't gonna slap me again. Get your butt in the ring. You ain't gonna slap me. What you gonna do, blood? You ain't gonna slap me. Then Travis tries to go slap him. Cody blocks it, gives Travis Scott an AA, which I was like, why? What? This guy's not a wrestler. And if he wants to get in wrestling, send his ass to freaking Evolve on Tubi, which is great, by the way. Let me add that. Evolve on Tubi is great. They had better matches than some of the matches we had on the card tonight. If you want me to keep it a buck, go get Jack Cartwheel to come on the show, because that dude's amazing. I'm just saying. So I'm over here sitting here with barbecue sauce on my titties. Like, what the hell is happening? My group chat of WWE is blowing up, but we're all pissed because now John Cena hits Cody Rhodes with another AA. Referee gets in there. 1, 2, 3. John Cena wins your 17-time championship. Hear me out. I am not mad that John Cena is the new WWE Undisputed Universal Champion for the 17th time. I am not mad at that whatsoever. Not mad at that at all. Let me be crystal clear. I am not mad at that at all. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. This is how boring the main event is gonna be. This for real. This for real right now. This is how this cookie crumbling. This sucky ass main event is what we're doing right now. That's for real how we rolling. Bruh. I don't know how y'all felt. But listen, honestly, at this point, is it crazy to say that was one of the worst main events? Please let me know in the comments below. I don't know how I feel about WrestleMania. Walking up to WrestleMania in a nutshell, I was disappointed because the builds for like every match were absolutely like done and stupid and no build at all. Let me know how y'all felt. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to me for the last 25 minutes. Subscribe, like. I'll see y'all next week for another Kenny Brown's podcast full of wrestling, whatever else the heck this is. I appreciate y'all. And this is for the future. New things start now with your boy, Downtown Kenny Brown. And like my other co-host, not co-host, but like my friends say, ride the vibe and subscribe. I love y'all. I'll see you guys next time. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it's your boy, Downtown Kenny Brown. Have a nice day. And that's just how this cookie crumbles. I'm out of here.